Welcome to the session number 3, tutorial 3. This lesson will define the term resource breakdown structure, which is also known as RBS. It will provide a sample model and address how functional and project managers are necessary to identify resources and estimate the cost of a project. Let's say you want to open your own salon and spa. Where do you begin? What do you need? These types of questions are asked every day by people that either want to start or may already have their own businesses. Some with fledgling businesses may still be unsure of what they need to begin operating efficiently. The answers to these questions come in the form of a resource breakdown structure. A resource breakdown structure can be defined as a hierarchical model that is used to identify, list, and break down the resources used in facilitating and completing a project. Let's take a look at how a RBS can help when attempting to identify resources, as well as estimating the base cost for a project. Have you ever gone to a supermarket with $100 in hand, not knowing what exactly you needed? If you have done this, you may have already realized that it's very easy to go over your budget unless you plan ahead. The same can be said for trying to estimate the cost of a project without a resource breakdown structure. This can be remedied with effective use of functional and project managers. Functional and project managers are important in RBS because they help to identify the number of resources needed to complete project tasks at each level. In the coming slides, let's have a look at an example and see how exactly a resource work breakdown structure can be done. In the example you see for departments for the given project context. They are programming, design, testing, and administrative. So if you first look at the programming stream, there are few teams involved in this category. First, iOS team. Second, Android team. Third, cloud services. Under cloud services, you have two teams, Team A and Team B. Then we have design stream or the department. So under the design stream, we are talking about general UX, iconographic, and animations. There may be subject matter expertise assigned to each category of these. When it comes to testing, we talk about internal testing and user testing. So we need to figure out the exact resources required for these two types of testing. That includes the human resources as well as the other physical resources like materials and the equipments, testing devices, etc. Then we have design stream or the department. So under the design stream, we are talking about general UX, iconographic, and animations. There may be subject matter expertise assigned to each category of these. Finally, we have the administrative stream. Under administrative stream, we have three type of resources to look at. Number one is a legal resources. Second, marketing resources. Third, accounting resources. Again, we all need to manage all these three areas if we are to run the project effectively. Finally, we have the administrative stream. Under administrative stream, we have three type of resources to look at. Number one is a legal resources. Second, marketing resources. Third, accounting resources. Again, we all need to manage all these three areas if we are to run the project effectively. Then we have design stream or the department. So under the design stream, we are talking about general UX, iconographic and animations. There may be subject matter expertise assigned to each category of these. In project management, it's often difficult to identify the type of resources that are needed. This must be done properly because adequate resources will help ensure the project will be strategically completed. The types of resources that may be used in a resource breakdown structure model include equipment, licenses, certifications, and personal resources. Typically, when the people think of resources, they think of physical resources. However, a key thing to remember for RBS is that resources may be human as well as physical. Human resources play a huge role in project work. Let's look back at the resource breakdown structure model used earlier in this lesson. You will notice that one of the subcategories is people. For that matter, we mainly considered the people aspect. This is further categorized into sub-teams sometimes, but could be broken down even more into assistant managers, the developers, etc. Both physical and human resources are needed if an organization wishes to have an accurate cost estimate for a project. It's also important to note that only those resources that cost an organization money are included. Therefore, money is not included in this instance as a resource in resource breakdown structure. In summary, resource breakdown structure is a hierarchical model that illustrates the resources needed to complete a specific project. Resource breakdown structure is an important part of project management. Managing a project the right way entails identifying and breaking down the needed resources at each level in order to help organization complete the project. Functional and project managers are effective parts of RBS because RBS consists of identifying and breaking down specific resources used in facilitating and completing the project. Only those closely involved, such as functional and project managers as well as project team members, have a thorough understanding of how far each resource can be broken down. Resource breakdown structure may include any of the following types of resources, both physical and human. They are equipment, licenses, certifications, and personnel.